Nia Jax is one of the big WWE returns that could be happening sooner than we think. Nia Jax stepped away from wrestling in mid-2019 after suffering a devastating knee injury. Nia was actually wrestling hurt for a long time and desperately needed surgery on her knees. However, this was all taking place during Wrestlemania season, and everyone knows how much Wrestlemania means to the superstars, so there was no way Nia was missing the biggest show of the year for this surgery. So Nia fought through this pain and had her last match at WrestleMania 35. Nia was extremely emotional after the match because her future was so uncertain. Doctors informed Nia that under the circumstances she was in, it was a possibility that she'll never be able to wrestle another match again. Doctors were just so cautious because Nia's injury was freakish and not an everyday injury. The reported injury was from 2 torn ACL joints in her knees. The doctors claimed that the injury was so bad that it seemed like Nia's ACLs were just non-existent. Nia kept fighting back and has been training for well over a year now in preparation for her WWE return. So in today's video, we'll be going over 5 theories for Nia Jax's return. So let's get into it. Jumping into our first theory, we have the idea of Nia returning with her NXT persona. In recent years, the Nia Jax character has opened up and we've seen a lot of her personality start to show. But if you take a look back at the NXT version of Nia Jax, she was a straight impactful force that was all about taking care of business and dominating everyone in the ring. So what if Nia Jax returns with a version of her NXT persona? Nia Jax will come back as a serious heel that's all about taking care of business in the ring. She won't even crack a smile at all, just be her former dominant heel self. And after such a long break away from the WWE, they can reestablish Nia as a top threat to the women's title once again. It takes the Nia Jax character back to her roots and would make for quite the return story as well. The next theory would also include the return of Paige. Paige's current main duty with the WWE is working for the WWE Backstage show on Fox. It's been reported for months that WWE and even Paige herself have been brainstorming some ideas for her return to television. The last role WWE had for Paige was a manager role, but that job was interrupted due to an emergency surgery that Paige needed on her neck. So that took her off the road and really ruined those plans. But now Paige is healthy and just itching for an opportunity to go back on television. Paige has stated that she's been throwing a lot of names to WWE on who she wants to manage. 2 of these names Paige mentioned was Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax. Being Ronda Rousey's manager might have not made sense for WWE's plans, but the idea for managing Nia Jax actually sounds pretty perfect and could definitely work. Nia Jax and Paige are the best of friends in real life, so the on-screen chemistry between the 2 of them would be absolutely fantastic. Paige's vision for Nia and herself was for them to be another version of Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Paige would serve as Nia's mouthpiece, while Nia could just take care of all the physical work and her matches. They would really make a powerful team together, and everyone gets to benefit from it. Paige gets to be back on TV with a lot of mic time, while Nia Jax receive her push as well. The next theory includes Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax had a handful of matches in 2019 and really told a great story with their matches. Ronda was the babyface and Nia was playing the cocky heel that just assumed she'll walk right through Ronda. So what if both their returns included each other? Rather, Nia comes back and causes havoc that has to be stopped by Ronda, or you can flip it around with Nia Jax returning to put a stop to Ronda. Either way, it could make for quite the big return story for the both of them. The next theory is the model gimmick. Now this idea comes from some of the material that Nia has been posting herself on social media. Over the last few weeks, Nia has been posting a lot of modeling pictures and videos. Nia Jax even tagged Vince McMahon in one of her photo shoot posts with the caption of "I'm ready." So what if Nia Jax returns with a brand new modeling gimmick that we've never seen before? The only downside to this theory is that WWE has just horrible luck when it comes to a gimmick like this. WWE tried a modeling gimmick with Emma a few years ago, but that was a complete mess. It was reported that Emma wasn't comfortable with the gimmick and that WWE was also having second thoughts about it, so the whole thing ended up being trashed. Then WWE brought the idea back to life and gave it to Eva Marie, and Eva actually had some great success with it until she got suspended for wellness violations and was never seen again. Then WWE tried a similar gimmick with Lana in 2017, and that also didn't go anywhere. So the modeling gimmick doesn't have the best history in the WWE, especially as of late, but who knows what Nia could do with it in 2020. Nia could serve double duty as the model and could be her usual dominant self in the ring. It'll be the perfect combination of beauty and strength, and the character could pick up a lot of momentum from fans. For the final theory, what if Nia Jax aligned herself with Bray Wyatt? Everyone remembers the Liv Morgan hype for her joining Bray Wyatt and the Firefly Funhouse. Liv Morgan's character never really fit the part of Sister Abigail, but she was being so mysterious that fans thought she would be the perfect match for Bray Wyatt. Unfortunately, that never happened. But what if we take that similar concept and apply it to Nia Jax? Just like Nia Jax's catchphrase says, she's not like most other girls. She's a true unique force and really fits the look and attitude of someone that could be paired with Bray Wyatt. You could just go all out with Nia's new look. You can have her wear her old ring attire, but just mark it up with different things related to Bray Wyatt, and maybe have several rips throughout the attire as well. Of course, the look wouldn't be complete without Nia having her own mask, so she would definitely need something similar to Bray's, but something that can stand out as her own. So Bray Wyatt already has his influence on the men's locker room, but with Nia now being on his side, the Fiend's influence could also start to go through the women's division as well via Nia Jax. And from there, we can see them cross over and help each other in their matches, and it'll be a brand new fresh arc for the both of them. So let us know your favorite theory, and if you have your own theories for Nia Jax's return. Leave your comments, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.